Welcome, family. Think big, dream bigger. This is one of our shirts that we have. I'm going to drop the link in the video. This is a quick review, and I'm kind of going to give you a little bit of education on how to build business credit in 90 days. There's lots of information out here. You've got everything from TikTok to YouTube here to Instagram and Facebook, etc., etc. What we've done, we've compiled all the information through our own research. We've got great research here, and we've created an ebook for you to use. What's great about this ebook is that if you notice this yellow line as we go through the ebook is going to become a checklist. So we can start to check off our progress, make notes, and mark off the things that we've done. So with no further ado, I'm going to clap for you. Congratulations. You finally decided to pull the trigger. Okay, so I'm proud of you. If nobody else tells you that they're proud of you, I'm proud of you. This is going to be a step-by-step guide on how to start a business and build business credit. And so this is one of our ebooks that is available. I do have to update the table of contents here because we added a bonus section of nav.com. And so that'll be available an hour after this video. It'll be completely updated just for you. So I do want to give you a few facts. Less than half of small business owners who apply for credit get the full amount they requested. Less than half. This forces many owners to use their personal funds to support their business operations. And so if you understand how credit works and how lenders assess credit implications, you can be better prepared when you apply. And so that's one thing people don't talk about. They just say, hey, go do this and that. But we need to know, what is this lender looking for? So what we do in this ebook is we describe what credit is. You can use that for business startup, equipment, inventory, cash flow deficits, a variety of things. We talk about what criteria lenders use when approving your loan application. We talk about that right in the book. And so this is some of that criteria. We discuss the information a lender would use to determine your credit worthiness. We get into that. And so this is a list of everything. And even if you don't get the ebook, you can just simply, pause, watch the presentation, pause it, watch it again. But we talk about what is a business credit score. We discuss the difference between business credit and personal credit. We talk about where you can get credit. Okay. And then once we've covered that preliminary stuff, things that you want to know about your lender so you can get that approval, now we want to start to build business credit. Come on. Now we're building business credit. So we discuss your business structure. You definitely want to establish a legal business structure in the state that you're in. We talk about multi-state operations. And then we discuss how to set up your business, EIN, TIN, the less expensive route and the more expensive route. The more expensive route is going to give you your bylaws, operating agreement, company stamp, company seal, stock certificates, things like that. Less expensive route, you just pretty much getting the tax EIN from the IRS, which is free, and you're going to file with the state that you are in. Here in Michigan, it is $50 to file. So essentially $50 to start your business, to start the track record where you are legally identified as a business. But you won't get all those bells and whistles. So we talked about the EIN. Then we dive into Dun and Bradstreet. We dive into that. We dive into, you definitely have to get a physical business address. We got to stop playing. Stop using your personal address. Don't use no P.O. box. You have to get a business address, and you can get it for as low as $10 a month. There are services that will allow you to use them as their business address. So go ahead and get that. You have to start a website. Now, what's great about some of the incorporation services is that they might get you a domain for free or for a fee, but they'll throw that in there so your domain is protected. Even if you're not ready or you don't have a design for your site, you want to make sure that that domain remains available. So we have to get a business phone number. Don't use text now. Don't use Google Voice. We're not using WhatsApp. Okay? We have to get professional. We got to get serious. Let's get a business phone number. We have to list that business phone number with 411. We go through a few options, business bundle, VoIP, and then we discuss how to register with 411 along with some other services that you see listed here that you can register with. Do not pay a fee if they are trying to get you to pay a fee. You don't need none of the add-ons. You just simply need a registration. Now, if you want the add-ons, jump right in. So now that we got all this in place, we want to set up our business bank account. And so you're going to need most of that so you can get the business bank account, especially for a credit union. So if you really want, like, credit unions are great. They will offer you business loans. I know Navy Federal Credit Union, you have to have an invite, but as much money as you have in the account, they'll match that with a loan. Essentially, don't quote me, but that's kind of how it works with them. It works various ways with other credit unions. Credit union is probably going to be your best bet to get an instant loan. So we want to talk about NAV. NAV is incredible. It's your business credit assistant. And so it's your online business credit assistant. You can pull credit reports. You can look at cash flow through there. I'm going to do a tutorial on NAV, just kind of a walkthrough. So you can see, it'll be my nav, but you'll be able to see the functionality and see if you want to join. So we did list some of the paid services that they have. And so now we're talking about net 30. Everybody hears net 30, net 30, net 30. And if you notice, we've got those check boxes right on the side there, right? Okay. And we left space in the ebook so you can jot some notes down, write notes, reflect back. It's really nice. If you purchase it and print it out, of course you can write on it. So we talk about the vendors that report. We give you a list of vendors that report. And then we kind of discuss the payment. So you got to just make sure that you pay. You buy an item that you use around the house. If you don't need any of their office supplies or items from like Uline or such, just get some. I heard you probably don't want to get the toilet tissue. I didn't have good reviews, but get, file folders. I'm just looking around my office right now. Paper, file folders, print paper, ink. Rugs, they've got everything that you probably are going out shopping for. So just look through the catalog and buy some stuff. So then we discuss how to pay. So it says bill is due on the 30th, pay half the bill between the 10th and the 15th and the remaining half on the due date. And so that will work to help your reporting and your credit score. You want to make sure that anybody you sign up with, you want to ask if they report to Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax Business, or Experian Business. Okay. And then we've got important follow-up questions to ask. So after your 3 months or after your 90 days is up, now you call the credit department and ask for a revolving account. You also can start to apply. Well, what I would do is I would go into NAV at this milestone. You go into NAV, you see if those 4 people have been reporting. You don't do it just this time, but you do it every month. Make sure that they're reporting. If they're not reporting, you call them. Tell them report. So they should have reported after 90 days. You'll be able to see some of that. NAV doesn't have full, complete access to the business credit reports, but they'll give you like a score and they'll show some of your lenders potentially. I didn't see too many of my lenders because I don't know who's reporting, but I have an A on Dun & Bradstreet and I have a B on Equifax Business, and we can probably dive into it real quick because I did want to do a preview. If you guys have time, if you want to stay with me for a little bit. And I'm not going to take too much. This will be about done in 15 minutes. So now, great job. You are on your way to establishing business credit. Tier 1 business credit. You got your net 30 vendors. 3 net 30 vendors are required to start reporting to Dun & Bradstreet. This is going to help you establish your business credit score. All right. And then we were going to do ebook volume 2, which if you guys want this, let me know. But it's just going to be the same process. And all you do is graduate and apply for different types of credit. Your credit card, your Visas, your MasterCards, your Sam's Club, get that membership. So what you want is a diverse and various lines of credit. You want your purchase orders. You want your credit cards, the revolving accounts. You want your lines of credit, if you can get that. Start with $1,000 line of credit and then pay it back. What that's going to do is it's just going to enhance the people that you have got the credit from. They're going to boost that up for you. And then if they're reporting, that is even better, right? And so what we want to do is we want to get to tier 4 credit. We got commercial loans, alternative loans. We have access to lines of credit. And we move to corporate credit. Try not to get a personal guarantee on anything, okay? Try not to get a personal guarantee. You might have to start with personal guarantees, but the goal is drop off all of that and we move to true credit or corporate credit. American Express, that's the Capital One. You'll see it says Biddles Group at the bottom. And then we've got the Biddles Group here. This is that American Express. You can see Biddles Group at the bottom. So we've got credit cards. This stuff works.